Oh nah, I know the planets align, this shit be cosmic, but what's a retrograde to a renegade in the projects? My mindset is to avoid most nonsense and don't comment on issues that I don't vibe
with it. It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another read.
Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reader. This is going to be another pick a card reading, and if you can't tell, this is going to be a collab. All right, I'm doing a collab with my people's DAP Universal Tarot, another great tarot reader. All right, make sure you guys go and subscribe and follow his channel. He's going to be on this channel with me. He's going to be on this reading. So he's one of these 4 piles, or maybe 2 of these 4 piles. You got to get lucky. You never know which one he is. All right. What we're asking, though, is what is their intuition telling them about you? So I thought this would be a good one. We both thought this would be a good one, actually. So, yeah, here we are. I don't want to do too much talking because, I'm going to let him speak for himself. So, here we are. So, there's going to be a description box. You don't see no piles here. There's going to be, in the description box, there's going to be timestamps. So, there's going to be pile selection. You're going to see the stones, or there's like objects there this time, all right? And you're going to be able to pick which one fits for you. And the question we're asking is, what is their intuition telling them about you? So I'm excited because, he's really nice. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. All right. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all at the pile selection. All right. Thanks for watching as always. Boom. Pile 1. So, pile 1. What is their intuition telling them about you? So their intuition could be telling them that you're getting some type of honor or respect for something, or that you deserve it. They could feel like you're like very spiritual or have some type of wisdom that's elevated you above others. Right? Their intuition could be telling them that either you're a great singer, or you have like a great voice, or like you're not afraid to speak out. I think that's what the intuition is telling them. Like you're not afraid to speak out. Like maybe you have like places to be. So you give off maybe like a business vibe, like a very prestigious vibe. You know what I mean? Like a in charge vibe, royal, kingly-ish. Because we got the Black Panther, and that's someone who's kind of like commanding, who's like protective, has strong morals and values. So that's how they feel about you. Like you're very spiritual, or like have very strong morals and values. But we're about to get here somewhere. Because they also feel like you're in between 2 worlds. Like you just came from like a probably darker, grayer area. All right, like that's how they feel. They feel like you're transitioning, and you're maybe not like afraid of speaking, but they feel like you have a great voice, or that you're like really good at like communicating. You know what I mean? But you probably don't. So this is how they feel about you. They feel like you could probably communicate, but like you don't. They could feel like you're going silent, or you're like stuck between really communicating or saying some type of truth to them, or like liberating yourself, like maybe getting away from them. Like you might be like considering like leaving them. So their intuition could probably be telling them that you're considering leaving them, like you're on the fence about whether to like stay or go. You know what I mean? Like you could be being adaptable to the situation, like adapting to change. So maybe their intuition could be telling them that you're like being strategic in a way, because they feel like they need to be strategic or emotionally manipulative to like, that's what their intuition could be telling them. Like they have to be emotionally manipulative in a way to get you, like strategically. They could be feeling like you're being strategic. So they feel like they have to be strategic to get you. Did I give you the signs? Did I? I don't think I did. The Scorpio. I got Pisces. I got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it could be a water sign. Could be an air sign. You don't have to be. But they could be just seeing you as this. And this is what their intuition could be picking you up as. Like a very secretive, very enlightened, or like easy to get along with type of person, someone who doesn't really see fault in people, or kind of has like a fantasy life, or like not a fantasy life, but like a fantasy, like expectations are kind of like blurry, you know what I mean? But you have like a strong regal value, so it's like you have strong morals, but like the expectations or like, so this could be like friendly, like, but like not really expecting something, but they feel like you're being strategic because you are expecting something, but they can't really tell what. So their intuition is like kind of like lingering on like, do they like move on or do they go? So somebody, it could be either which way. Like it could be flip flop here. Energy can go both ways, but that's what it feels like here, because this person kind of feels like you're not alone, or like there's other people around. So the intuition could say that there's somebody that who's maybe aligned to you, or somebody who's more aligned to you, like maybe that knows you better. This is what their intuition could be telling them. Like they're kind of considering like investing because of your reputation. So it could be maybe some you could have like a very spiritual, religious, you know what I mean, or like a very enlightened. You could also have a reputation for maybe being like overindulgent, not overindulgent, but you could be like maybe like eat shrooms or like smoke weed or like use like hallucination or like hallucinatory drugs. This is more like shamanic type of stuff though. So, you know, or it could be like, you know, ceremonial, which would be like smoking weed or like drinking alcohol, certain spirits, or, you know, so you could kind of feel like you have a reputation for that maybe, or you have a reputation for being like extremely spiritual and very like upright, you know what I mean? Almost like not a know-it-all, but like you have like these strong moral traditional values possibly, you know, but this is the thing, they feel like you're hiding like who you are in a sense. They feel like you have like a more disloyal, you know what I mean, or emotionally persuaded, like you could be more emotionally persuaded into doing what they would like. This is how this person feels. They feels like emotionally they could persuade you. This is what their intuition is telling them, that emotionally, okay? So not like psychologically or not like speaking wise, because this person doesn't really do a lot of speaking, so they don't feel like they can talk. So their intuition is telling them that emotionally they would have to manipulate the situation, or they would have to, you know, kind of like, I guess, initiate stress or tension in you to get your attention or to get you to collaborate with them, because they want you to work with them. All right, we got the Three of Pentacles here. They want you to work, or like show them your best skills and talents and abilities, like kind of like throw your hat in the ring. That's what they want. They want you to throw their hat in the ring. So the intuition is saying in order to get you to do this, they have to initiate some type of emotional disruption in a sense, or like a feeling of like maybe you should step it up in a sense, maybe, or like if it's not necessarily like a step it up, it's kind of like they want you to present yourself in a more loving, caring manner. So their intuition is saying that they have to cause some feelings in you, or cause like, I was gonna say maybe a feeling of loss or a feeling of confusion, like emotional confusion, like making you question how you feel about the situation. All right, so that maybe you could be open to change, or be like, oh, okay. Sometimes the Page of Swords is a change perspective, a change of mind. Even though it's in reverse, it's a change of mind, because what this person wants is collaboration. They want you to work with them. They like the way that you're like standing firm in a sense. They like, I guess, even in your body. They could like your body, you know what I mean? Because it kind of shows off. You could like your hips or your hair. You know what I mean? They kind of feel like you're in between, possibly like maybe a separation. Like the intuition is kind of telling them, for some, this is the other vibe, because it's like the intuition could be telling them that you're leaving from a situation and that you're not really like sure. So you're kind of like on the fence. So they feel like they would have to be emotional or attach themselves emotionally in a manipulative way, which is kind of strategic, which isn't kinda, it's very strategic. All right. And they feel like this would help them dig into getting to know you more, or like discover more about you. Like it would break some of the skepticism that you have around them, and that maybe you would want to like collaborate with them, but maybe not like all the time, or maybe you would want to show them a little bit more. Like they feel like you have a very sexual or very passionate type of energy. Like there's an intensity that they can feel. So this person will try to is like, their intuition is telling them to play it cool, like to show themselves like in the same energy of like being regal, of having some self-respect, of having some type of integrity or boundaries, of like being cool but feeling the passion, feeling the intensity. You know what I mean? So this is a competitive type of person, and you know, with the five of Swords here too, this is like someone who doesn't like to lose. So the intuition could be telling them how to be strategic so that they don't lose the situation, and they could really be wanting passion with you, like connection with you. You know what I mean? They could be wanting like for some, they could be wanting like a family vibe with you, or like a husband like, or a wife like, but like for a more masculine type of energy, like someone who's not afraid to fully express their emotions. So he or she kind of like doesn't want to play the game, but they do want to play the game, if you get what I'm saying. So this is very strategic, because if you're looking at it, if you're really being honest, they really are looking at investment and having a good reputation. So this person really is looking for like long term, you know what I mean? Like they want to have a good public face. All right. So they really want to see themselves as good. This person is ready for success. and they feel like they put in a lot of work. All right, but they could be feeling like, so their intuition could be telling them that maybe like they feel like maybe they're too much in your space, or like somebody else is too much in your space. So they could kind of feel like you're waning or on the fence of going in another direction, or maybe either leaving from them or going towards them. You know what I mean? So they could feel like you're possibly being celebrated by other people, or you're getting celebration, like you're getting awards, you're getting recognized. And they can feel like so this is someone who wants to show that they get public recognition, maybe, or they get that they're attractive, or that they're very sexual, or they're very passionate, or they're just as intense. Like this person they can feel maybe possessive, like their intuition could be feeling like maybe you're like possessive or like controlling, maybe, because it gives off like you're very controlled, poised, having just a respectability about you. And so that's just how they kind of feel. It's like is this the investment? Is she really, or is he really showing who he is? They kind of want to like shake you up a little bit. This is what the intuition says, like shake them up a little bit so you can see if it's a mask or where they're hiding. So this is what this is. This is what their intuition was telling them to do, or is telling them to do. Shake it up a little bit to see if they're wearing a mask. Are they really honest like this? Are they really loyal like this? Are they really generous, or really loving? Do they really know how to control their emotions? Are they really poised with their feelings and emotions? And this is how this person is wondering. So they're like, this is kind of like to get under your skin. The Page of Swords in reverse is somebody who likes to get under your skin. They be skeptical. So they do things that don't necessarily fit with what your train of thought would have rationally been. This is someone who acts a little irrational. They do something different. So this is what their intuition is telling them, to do something different here, to shake it up a little bit. It's almost like a tower, but we don't have no tower here. We just have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles with the Page of Swords in reverse. So this is just someone who's like not sure how to finagle the situation. So they could be like manipulating like the words, or like saying like let's work together and see how you take it. Like trying to build something with you. Let's build something. Let's collaborate. Let's put some of our best talents on the gifts, or even let's show our cards. You know what I mean? So this is someone who like kind of wants to show our cards to see where it can go. All right, because they feel like you guys are kind of connected, and they're wondering like what happens next. They have their heart chakra open, so this person is looking for love, but they just aren't being open. So they're being strategic about it. All right, this could be even someone who kind of feels like it's an illusion, who has a reputation of like either of like indulging, or kind of like maybe even like a haughtiness, like seeing themselves better than others in a sense, or giving off the vibe like they're better than others. Doesn't necessarily mean they are, or that they feel this way, but they just give off a more structured or more like regal appearance of like, this is how we're going to do things. So this is what their intuition is telling them, like they have to do this. They have to put this, I was going to say a mask. So maybe they have to put a mask up in order for you to feel like this is who they are. Because they could be a little bit more emotionally like unexpressive, like really not comfortable fully expressing emotions. Like, so this person could kind of like hint at emotions to kind of like see where you are. So like this could be like tending at like, where's the relationship going, but like in a soft or tender way, like like, hey, I haven't heard from you, what I mean? Like it's that type of thing, like just to kind of bother you, but it's not like it to bother you. It's really to kind of like call attention to something, like a change. Like this person might pick up change very well, and this could be what the intuition is telling them, like there's a change that might have happened, or there's like a change in the wind, like something shifted a little bit. So be aware, or you're not showing your best skills or your best talents. You're not really showing who you are or what you can be. You're not showing wife or husband materials how they feel. They feel like you're holding back or you're hiding it, but you have the potential and they can see it. So that's really what it's about. It's like, I see the potential, but you're not showing it. So I want to ask more questions. So they want to get to know you. So their intuition is saying, get to know you, because you could be between two worlds, meaning that you could be confused about leaving the past behind for a new future, or you could be still holding on to like negative traits, patterns, and behaviors that really won't allow you to get into this stable relationship. That's what their intuition could say. So this could be even like a job, or relationship, or like a new place. They could feel like, you're changed, or the way that you're changing, the way you're going about things. Maybe you need more help, or you need more assistance, or you need more information, or they need more information and they need more help and more assistance. So this could be what their intuition is telling them, like they got a good thing going, but don't ruin it. So they could be like wanting to like pursue, but it's like they have to be strategic to do it, because they have to learn how to really express unconditional love. And that's probably a difficulty because of the Five of Swords, which is usually a conflict or something that makes things hard to learn. But it's a lesson. Once you learn it, you go into smooth sailing. So the Five of Swords is a stressful situation that causes tension. Could be in communication, or like expressing thoughts, or really putting them into like clear perspective. But after that difficulty, it becomes an easier path. And while it hurt a little bit, you learn the lesson. You carry those lessons with you. So that's what happens here. And this is what this person's intuition is saying. It's like, it may be a little rocky in the initial stages, like a verbal spar in a sense, or like a lot of questions, or we might be like kind of guarded. So the intuition is saying like, this is how it is, because this person is really loving, but it's a mask. That's what their intuition was telling them. Like, this person is very loving. They really like love, but right now they're trying to emotionally manipulate me. So they could be knowing that. So that's probably who this person is. Or they could be, this is what their intuition could be telling them, that this is how they would have to do it in order to affect you. So one of the two, because they could feel like maybe you've purged them, or you're about to purge them, or this person could be like feeling like maybe you can't stand them. So their intuition could be telling like you can't stand them, or that you don't want them around. There's a whole nother dynamic going on, because they could be feeling like the way you're doing it is being strategic, or you're maybe getting a lot more aggressive, getting a lot more loud, becoming a lot more defensive or fighty. And their intuition could be telling them that maybe there's somebody else, because the King of Cups can sometimes be another man, and they could be feeling like that. They could be feeling like you keep this chin up energy, or just chin up attitude, as if nothing's going on, when really there's somebody else that's around, and they're starting to like pay attention. So that's what their intuition could be telling them, like, pay attention, something's changed, somebody's doing something. So their intuition could be saying that, like, pay attention. All right, because maybe she's not showing the best, or he's not showing me who he used to be. So pay attention. So they could be spying on you. That's what their intuition could say. Like, look. That's a big thing, because this person is secretive. So this is what their intuition could be saying. Yep, because their intuition could be feeling like that they're too much in your space, or like you feel like they're too much in your space, or their intuition could be saying like you're being celebrated elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, you're being cherished or valued elsewhere. So they could feel like better to walk away. Better to walk away, no love lost. I'll just hold back my feelings. So their intuition could be saying like, it's better to hold back your feelings and expect some type of change that's coming along, because this person doesn't want to work with you. Could be that. So anyway, let's get some advice though. Power 1. Woo. Oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. So, Power 1, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house.
What up, pal number 2, and welcome to your reading. I'm happy to be here. I'm Dap from Dap Universal Tarot. Noonie, thank you for having me. I really appreciate you. But let's go ahead and get into it, shall we not? Looking into what is their intuition telling them about you? I'm going to do my best to keep this completely open, so it could be romantic, platonic, I don't know. Just take it how it resonates. But I want to go ahead and pull some of these moonology cards, because I feel like the moon is very much tied to the subconscious and intuition and those subconscious feelings, right? It's a planet that's really connected to our intuition, our higher self. So I'm going to pull a couple of these and just kind of see what's going on. Oh, these two, I guess. So, well, I guess you had 3. Last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. New moon in Leo. Shine. First quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. So what I'm getting is, for one, could be Aquarius, Leo, Pisces. Don't have to be, but with the reflect on your priorities, shine, and honor your feelings, it's like I feel like something's telling them to back off a little bit. Even if this is a friendship or whatever, it's like something about like maybe if y'all were like kind of hot and heavy, or like just spending a lot of time with each other to the point where it's like maybe things get a little codependent. You know how like even you can make like a new friend or something like that, and you just like love spending time with each other. It's like you just like somebody can become quite obsessive or something like that, or even like hanging out because it feels good to the point where like we forget our responsibilities. Like, hey, I got stuff to do. I have my own work life and stuff. Like I have other things outside of this, and I'm neglecting them because I'm lost in this feeling of being with you. And that's a really cute feeling, though. It's like those honeymoon vibes, right? But I do feel like this person is intuitively picking up like that what their intuition is telling them to do is to get more grounded. It's like happy that you found somebody, happy that you cool with somebody, happy that it feels good with this new moon. Leo energy was just shine, which that rules the 5th house, was all about like leisure and like pleasure. So it could be definitely sexual. With the first quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. It's like we ain't even gone that far yet. That the first quarter moon is like a halfway point. It's like saying we have such a long journey ahead of us. Like we don't have to, why worry about like I gotta spend every waking moment with this person, or like it's almost like I'm getting FOMO, like fear of missing out. So it's like they always want to know what you're doing. It's almost obsessive. It can end up being obsessive, and it may go both ways between you and them. Also see last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities, and Aquarius energy is like that energy of like detachment. So I should know because I'm an Aquarius, but it's like really friendly people, really humanitarians, kind people, but it's like we do have a tendency to kind of detach from people. Like it's like not out of sight, out of mind. It's not personal. It's just like, you're not just right here in my energy. I'm fine with doing something else and like, you know, being me and happy in the corner. Like I ain't probably gonna bother you. So it's like that kind of energy. But getting into the tarot, we do have a couple cards already pulled for you. How they feel about you is the devil, not the devil. And this could be like Capricorn energy. Just you may just be a Capricorn or have a lot of Capricorn energy in you, but probably not. That's probably not the message that at least I'm picking up on. How they feel about you with the devil is like it's obsessive. It's obsessive to the point where this may be like they look at you as like an addiction, or like you may be each other's addiction. Like almost like this could end up being really toxic. We don't like you know, hold up. Like we need to slow down. We're going too fast. This could be like a mess if we don't get it together kind of thing, because I don't want to find myself in a position where I ruin this because I couldn't control myself. On the bottom of the deck there was the 10 of Wands, which is like a lot of energy, maybe too much, a burden. Like it can become a burden after a while. It's too much energy concentrated into one thing. So it's like this person at least feels really good about you in a sense. It's like I feel like that kind of excitement or that kind of attitude towards a person can be really affirming, even if it's not exactly healthy. But you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the devil, and this is about misdirected intentions, meaning like they may be neglecting things in their own life, like work. With the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, that is the work card. So they may be like saying trying to leave work earlier because they spending time with you. They may not get enough sleep, and then they end up going to work late, or the performance suffers or something like that. It's like it's starting to affect them in negative ways. Or maybe y'all go out and you drink, or you do stuff that may make it hard to get up the next morning and be productive. You know. So it's like saying I really need to get my stuff together because I may be going a little too hard at this. One more card about that. The Queen of Swords in reverse. This is making bad decisions, not thinking with your head and your heart. Just thinking like one way or another. Maybe all emotions. Like this feels really good, so I'm gonna keep doing this. When that may not be the answer. Because on the bottom of the deck now you have the Ace of Pentacles, saying that this is a promise of abundance. Like, look, you met each other. You probably supposed to meet each other, be each other's energy. This is this doesn't have to be all or nothing. It's like everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. It's like it's almost like this fear of missing out kind of energy will persuade you to want to at least persuade them to want to just like be in your energy all the time. They could be really obsessive people. I'm getting like Scorpio energy, any fixed sign, Leo, Aquarius, not as much, but still there. Taurus, but what's their next move? The next move is the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is about friendship, right? This is about camaraderie. This is about also another card about abundance and being there for somebody and knowing that they got your back. It's like I got your back, and I know for a fact if I call you, you got my back. That's like the bond of the 3 of Cups. Even if I don't talk to you for 3 years, goddamn, I know that if I needed you, if I picked up that phone, you got me. And I promise you the same goes back to you. So this is like a real person like on your side. This person has really good intentions for you, but I think they're just trying to moderate themselves. The Knight of Cups. Also, this could be like a friend turned lover, or a lover turned friend, or an ex that turned into a friend. Like, I feel like this could be both ways, romantic or platonic. Could be dealing with Pisces too. But this person also they would rather, okay, what's the word I'm looking for? They would rather be your friend than nothing at all. It's like they value your friendship, or the foundation of friendship, more than just being your lover. If it is romantic, they value that part of the connection even more, because it's like saying, say you get into a relationship, you become committed, things go to the next level if it's not already there, whatever. And during the hard parts, the hard times, like when the relationship goes through those phases where we gotta, like, you know, check ourselves and communicate, because it's not always sunshine and roses, no matter what relationship it is, friendship or romantic, platonic, family. We all go through problems with people. So it's like saying, if we have a foundation of friendship, if we really enjoy each other's company, then it makes those hard times a little bit easier to get through. Because if you find yourself frustrated with somebody that you date, and you realize that, I don't even like this motherfucker. Like, I don't even like you. I don't even like you. Like, how can you get through it? It's like, it makes it even harder to be around that person. So it's like, as long as we got a foundation of enjoying each other, we know we have like interests, I like talking to you, I like being in the same room as you, then it's gonna make everything else easier, and there's no rush. So I think Pal 2, your person is really coming to terms with the fact that everything in moderation. If anything is going to be healthy in this connection, it has to be in moderation. Last card is the 8 of Cups. And this is about withdrawal. It's about walking away, even if temporary, because, like I said, everything in moderation. So it's like, maybe this person may have like some attachment issues, and I feel like most of us do it. Like, most of us have some kind of attachment issue, because we're not perfect people. We weren't raised by perfect parents, and it's something that we have to kind of check ourselves on and adjust as we get older in these adult relationships. From codependent to a fear of attachment or a fear of commitment. So you either running or you're chasing. And in this situation, I feel like they was more so chasing. I don't know, but yeah, that's all I really got for you. Hopefully, this kind of gave you some insight as to what the heck is going on with your person. At least, what are they thinking about you? I do see the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Divine love, harmony, and blissful relationships. This person does love the hell out of pile number 2. So that is all I got for you. So thank you for allowing me to be here. Had a great time. But yeah, until next time. I say this on my channel all the time. I don't even know how it started, but every video I say this after every pile. So I'm gonna say it for y'all too. Remember this: if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
Pile 3. So, pile 3. What is their intuition telling them about you? They could be telling them that you hold back a lot of anger, that you hold back a lot of frustration. Their intuition could be telling them that you're not afraid to express that anger or that frustration in your ego. All right. Could be a Aries, could be a Libra, could be a Aries, could be a Leo, could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio. Got Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I got Gemini. Oh, I got Capricorn. I don't got Taurus yet. Oh yeah, I got Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. So I got a lot of different signs here. But their intuition could be telling them that you're abundant, or that they're very fated to meet you. But their intuition could be telling them that, like, it may not go in the direction that they hope, or that there may be like miscommunications on the way to happiness, or the way to like money, on the way to success. So their intuition could be telling them that there could be like a miscommunication or a misdirection on the way to success with you, that you might cut them off. So their intuition could be telling them that you might cut them off, or that you might take their success and leave them, or take some type of happiness and leave them. Maybe their children. I don't know. Like they're wondering, like their intuition is telling them to ask why you're trying to build with them, or why you would want to build with them, or why you would want to move forward with them, or why you would want to prefer. They kind of feel like you would hurt them, like you would want to hurt them. Yep. All right. This person could kind of feel like you would want to hurt them. Like the reason you would want to move forward is to hurt them, because there's no clarity. Like there's no stability. So their intuition could be telling them there's no stability, there's no foundation, there's no structure, there's no real structure, or that you're maybe possibly starting to like release beliefs. So their intuition could also be telling them that start to question their old beliefs and find why. So this could be with their intuition, because they could be wanting to. So it's going a bunch of ways now. So flow with me, because now I'm starting to feel like they're starting to believe that that magic can work through them, because they could be in the energy of feeling like their intuition could be telling them like anything's possible. You can make anything happen. So their intuition is kind of feeling like they've been holding back, like you're holding back. So their intuition is telling that they're holding back. Giving birth to something, or creating something, or starting something new, or fighting for something that they really care about. Like you felt how like, at first it was going negative first, and now it's like, oh, okay, because they could be like in depression, because they could feel like their intuition is telling them that they're a hot mess, that they need to clean themselves up, that they need to do better. All right, so their intuition could be telling them that they need to face reality or keep living in a la-la land. And their intuition is calling them to like wake up, like you have a possibility to like save something, or to like express something. Like you have the ability or the potential to make anything happen. So their intuition is telling them that like anything can happen. Like be aware. Like, you know, maybe there's a miscommunication, or maybe you guys aren't talking, or there's like a challenge to communicate thoughts clearly, but there's a happiness that's here, there's a security that's here, but someone maybe has cut someone off, or somebody has high expectations. Because that's what it says, face reality or live in a fucking la-la land, which means that somebody has like unrealistic expectations about somebody, or about the relationship, or about what things could be. Because it's kind of like a desire for like someone's like thinking of abundance, large scale, all right? Like having it, but not really having a destination on how to get there, or like not really having like a clear vision, but like just joyfully going towards it though. You know what I mean? So there's like a free spirited type of energy. Like let's just joyfully go to wherever we're going to go, but I'm not quite sure how we're going to make it secure or stable. You know what I mean? So this person could be like breaking free of like a traditional values, or their intuition could be telling them like that this isn't stable. You know what I mean? So it's one of the two here. All right. Their intuition could be telling them not to forget a past hurt. Yep, their intuition could be telling them not to forget a past hurt and to stay in their personal power. Their intuition is telling them to have some type of pride in their leadership or in their masculinity. So like this is like it's like their intuition is telling them to be strong, to be powerful, to trust in themselves, to be focused, to be more self-focused, to be more focused towards their success with clarity. That's what their intuition could be telling them, to be more focused towards their success with clarity as well. All right, to be more secure in their confidence with themselves. It could be, their intuition could be telling them to take care of their health. It could be also telling them to get rid of things that they're not needing, or to be more perceptive of reality. Like, you know what I mean, to be more aware. It's really that. Their intuition is telling them to be more aware. It could be telling them to get out and get exercise, because I got perseverance here, like, you know, pushing through. So it could be like telling them to get outside and exercise. You know what I mean? Their intuition could be telling them to like recharge or get crystals. Like, I could have went too far there. I don't know. You never know. Because that's really what's going on. Because like this person feels like there's fate. And their intuition is telling that fate, oh yeah, we got third eye chakra, we got crown chakra here, which is about spirit downloads. So they're getting information. So their intuition is clicking to them right now. And they're like, you know what I mean? So they could be like, and that's probably why the Knight of Swords is in reverse, because they could be feeling like they don't really know what to do with the information that's coming, or how to dispense it, or what to say, or how to communicate it. Because it could be like new thoughts or new ideas about how to actually present you with what they want to do, but they're like, how do I do that? So they could be that's probably why they're holding back. So their intuition is telling them, you're holding back from being able to nurture something that's really great. So that's what their intuition is telling us. It's not screaming at them, but it's like gently, hey, you could be doing this. Like clear, like if you just really create a clear destination, this could go somewhere. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not, you know what I mean? Like they kind of like want to unleash this thunder, but they kind of want to be like more self-focused. If that's what it feels like. I feel like their intuition is telling them like they want to be more self-focused, like maybe selfish, but like more like focused on them, their health, their pride, their masculinity, their strength. You know what I mean? Their purpose. Like they want to be like purpose. So their intuition is telling them to go towards that, because the sun is down here and the sun is down here. So that's going to help them unleash this power or this ability to change their reality. Because right now they're living in a fucking reality. They're living in a fucking la-la land. And that's what this is about. They could have unrealistic expectations about relationships, or unrealistic expectations about you, or unrealistic expectations about situations in general. And they have these high standards or high expectations. You know what I mean? And they're learning now to start, I guess, maybe valuing themselves. Yeah, self-preservation. That's what they're learning. Self-preservation. So their intuition could be telling them, learn to take care of yourself, learn to nurture yourself, learn to feed yourself, learn to pay your bills on time. Learn to like have more of a regal or respectable energy about you. That's what their intuition is telling them. Like, learn to be more firm or more structured, more direct, more clear. Like, that's what their intuition is telling them. Be this way. Be more mature and more secure within yourself when you express who you are, but be comfortable expressing who you are. You know what I mean? Get confident. So their intuition is telling them to get confident. All right? Get confident, because there has to be more than this. So this person could be telling themselves like there has to be more than what they've always done, because they could be living in a fucking la la land. That's what the vibe is. Like, they keep doing the same thing or keep imagining things to be the same thing, and they're not really looking at reality or looking at the truth of the situation right now. So they could be in that type of energy where they're like, you know, I want things to be this way, but they're not willing to put the time and energy. And their intuition could be telling them it's time to take time to put hands or put like effort towards what you want to do. It's time to get in your strength. It's time to be aware. You know what I mean? Like, get rid of your ego. It's time to get more vitality in your life. So their intuition could be telling them it's time to get more active. It's time to move around. It's time to, you know, make things happen. You have the ability to make things happen. You know what I mean? You have the ability to defend what it is that you're building. You have the ability to create foundations where there were none. And like questioning why you do things. So this is like having intention, pure intentions. So this person could be just growing up. So their intuition could be telling them, basically walking them through how to grow up. That's what their intuition could be telling them, how to grow up. You know what I mean? And it kind of feels like the messages are maybe getting a little bit skewed, but they're going to be coming out pretty soon on a good end, because it says they're putting in more work. So their intuition could be telling them that they're putting in more work than play and matters of the heart. So their intuition could be telling them that they're being too serious, or that they're being too, you know, too sharp. You know what I mean? Too cold, too analytical with relationships. They're being too possibly materialistic with relationships. You know what I mean? Because it gives more of like a wanting to receive, wanting to take, you know what I mean, and cutting off people who they deem as not valuable or not as worthy as them. So their intuition could be telling them about them being this way. You know what I mean? About people who like almost like superficiality, or like only being pleasure, maybe only chasing a good time, or only looking at the positive of situations when it entails something that they can benefit from. You get what I mean? So this person's intuition could be telling them about how maybe they're possibly selfish, or only wanting something for something. You know what I mean? Like only, I guess, having intentions of gain, you know what I mean? Gain or loss. So this person their intuition could be telling them that they're always used to either gaining something or losing something. So they could be becoming aware of like how these things are coming about. So their intuition could be telling them about how they've gotten to this point and why they've gotten to this point. So this is what the intuition is doing for them, like helping them to come into like this new life force, to get more active, right? To be braver, to be more courageous. Like their intuition could be telling them how they're being a coward in some ways by not communicating, by not speaking. Their intuition could be saying this, like, you're not being brave, you're not being courageous, you're not taking things by the horn, you're not saying anything. You know, so their intuition could be telling them this. It's time to clean up. So their intuition could be telling them that get their shit together. And this is what the intuition is really saying. Like, it's time to be strong. It's time to get into your energy of like, I can do this, because you're holding yourself back. And this is what the intuition is saying. Like, there's a lot that they could be doing, you know what I mean? Like opening their heart, and they're feeling like I don't know if I'm going to say they're not feeling like that, but right now they're healing. They're getting perseverance. They could be saving up. They could be storing up, and their intuition could be telling them like, get on the ball doing that. Start saving up. Start, you know, taking care of investments. Start, you know, getting a passion, getting a hobby, you know, or doing something that makes money. Finding ways to make money, networking. So this intuition could be telling them that they need to network with you, that they need to communicate with you and network with you. So this is what their intuition is kind of telling them, like, I need to say something. I need to network with them. I need to reach out. I need to, you know, show them my creative talents. I need to show my abilities. That's what their intuition is telling them. I need to show people. I need to show them. I need to show them, or show somebody. Like their intuition is saying they too serious all the time in love, and they know this. So they're like, you know what I mean? So this is what the intuition is telling this person. All right. So this person feels like they can't regret, like they can't forget. That's what their intuition is telling them. Like you have to forgive. You have to accept. You have to keep hope. So that's what their intuition is telling them. Like they have to keep hope. All right, here's your advice. Acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. And then we have prayer. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. So, let me get you some one more time. We got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Aries, Aries. Those are the signs I got. Don't have to be them, but they could just be exercising that energy, or those placements are being activated in this connection. All right. So, pile 3, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and this Leo in the 3rd house.
What up, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. Nice to meet you. I'm Dap from over there at Dap Universe Tarot. Noonie, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here. Let's go ahead and just get into it. We're talking about what is their intuition telling them about you, right? So, off the bat, I thought I would start us off with some of these moon cards that didn't belong there. But these moonology cards to kind of tap into what is their intuition kind of telling them. And I don't know if the intuition on point. To be honest with you, I'm looking down at these dice and I see Neptune in 12th house, which to me is the energy of somebody who may be hard for them to trust their intuition, if you know what I mean, because it may turn into paranoia, or it may turn into delusions or romantic delusions or escapism type of situations. It gives me cloudy judgment or cloudy intuition. So take this with a grain of salt off the bat from what I see. And the Hangman is here, and that's a Neptunian card too, right? Yeah, the Hangman is Neptune energy. That's interesting, but I don't want to get too deep into that before I pull some of these Moonology cards to see what comes up. So what is pile number 4's intuition telling them about pile number 4? All right, so we have first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Tell them to be humble. And we also have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. Reveal what needs to be seen. Okay. Two fixed signs, one in first quarter moon, one in last quarter moon. So, with the be humble card and the reveal what needs to be seen, I feel like, just for some of y'all, this may be the energy of somebody, of like them kind of not being completely honest about how they feel about you or something like that, or being completely honest about their situation or something, and how they project that back to you, maybe in the form of them kind of not trusting you, so to speak. It's like, because I'm a piece of crap, that means that you probably a piece of crap. If I'm capable of lying and not being real, then you are too. Look at you. It's really crazy. But that's just for some of y'all. I don't think that's everybody's story. But I do see this person as being kind of guarded, or like got the walls up. I do see the 7 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You may really be dealing with the Leo. 7 of Wands to me is somebody who is the only intentions are to really protect their energy, stand up for themselves, or like be firm in their boundaries. But it can sometimes come across as having their walls like up too much, or like being defensive or something like that. It's not always a good thing when you're trying to move in a relationship or in a dynamic. So it may be hard for them to trust people. I see that Scorpio energy. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, revealing what needs to be seen. That's a hard no in terms of, do I trust you? About as far as I could pick your ass up and throw you across the room. Like, it's a no. Scorpio energy Scorpio moons do not trust. But first quarter moon in Leo, the be humble part. So it's like, I think they understand that part of themselves about how they can kind of fly off the deep end. You may really be dealing with someone with like a Scorpio heavy placement, like especially in the moon's on. Scorpio moon tends to be paranoid, and I can say that without talking. I'm almost exposing myself, but I'm a Scorpio moon, and I was born under the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Like, shit, is this my pile? But anyway, it's not that it doesn't want to trust. It's just it finds it hard to. It's like this person's knee-jerk reaction to people is to kind of doubt and question. like, I don't know. Because it's a beautiful gift. It comes out in great ways if it's balanced, but if it's not balanced, this person may have a hard time distinguishing from their intuition and their paranoia. It's like they can turn a mountain into a molehill, like everybody's out to get me kind of stuff. So I think they know this about themselves. So that's why this first quarter moon in Leo, be humble, like bring it back, you know, with that opposite fire energy as opposed to the water. But so I think they understand that. But that's why they probably have the guard up. If you find it hard to kind of gauge how this person feels or like get them to soften up or open up, it's because they're protecting themselves. And I don't think that's a habit that they ever really break. But like once they do get to a point where like they can feel like they can, that they know that you won't hurt them on purpose, because even if no matter how far you get, a lot of times I feel like this type of energy, they'll always kind of like have their antennas up, like, okay, I'm listening, to trying to see what you said last time, match up with what you said this time. Like they may not outwardly accuse you of anything, but they're always going to be looking out. They're always going to be peeping, always got them ears, like, so you better be honest with this person, because they can be a lot to deal with if they feel like you betrayed them. But how they feel about you right now is the Hangman in reverse. They feel almost like it's stagnant energy. Like it's a standstill. They just kind of dangling there. It's like, should I move forward? Can I really trust this person? Is this somebody who has my best interest at heart? And it's like they haven't made that decision yet, and that's why we're here, I guess. But clarify the Hangman in reverse. The Five of Cups. This is also somebody who has gone through a lot of loss in terms of having to move on from people or losing relationships. They've gone through a lot of situations that maybe weren't even fair, had to grieve people who probably shouldn't have had in their life, but it's like they had to learn some hard lessons through relationships with say the wrong people. This could be even a person who's lost somebody, like they may have like passed away that they dated or passed away that they've been really close to, and it makes it hard for them to open up, because it's like, well, I mean, everyone has to die one day, so I would want to open myself up and put myself in a position where I either get hurt and left or they die on me. It's like, it's really that kind of energy. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but it's like this person is quite triggered. And it doesn't have to be like it happened like recently. This is like somebody who really holds on to those deep, dark emotions, and they can stew in them. They can kind of sit in them. And again, the Five of Cups is also a Scorpio card. Those deep emotions. What else we got? How do they feel about you? This could also be a person that you've dealt with before, and maybe it didn't work out, like an ex situation. Maybe you're trying it again, or maybe you're asking about an ex. The Queen of Cups. They see you as a Queen of Cups. They see you as comforting, healing. They see you as very intuitive, a nurturer. You may actually be very intuitive your damn self. You both may be really intuitive. You may both be like empaths, and you kind of mirror each other. And it's like you understand each other on an intuitive level. But at the same time, this person, it's not like a switch they can turn on and off. Like, okay, well, I can jump on board. It's like this is something that they're actively working through. And it's not just with you. I think this is just how they are. I don't think there's a big reason as to why they don't trust you. They just don't trust people. But what's their next move? Where can this go? Where is this likely going to go in the future? I see the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it can be really good. I think it takes some space. I don't think this person should be clingy, because I'm not saying that they wouldn't be like say all up in your Kool-Aid if they could be. It's more like saying I think healthy boundaries and giving you space and giving themselves space enough to kind of analyze their emotions, to kind of figure out where they are and feel them without feeling pressured by you or anybody else, can get them to this place of like feeling comfortable with you, or feeling able to open up a little bit more. So it's like space gets them to feel better about the connection or something like that. It's odd energy, but I get it. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so the Five of Wands in reverse. Yes. So, because I see the Nine of Pentacles is like being alone in yourself, but it's like a desire to be. It's like, it's not lonely. It's just, I just need some space to be in my element, to be in my safe space, right? And so the Five of Wands in reverse is about clearing the air. It's about whatever was confusing becomes clear. It's about peace, and sometimes agreeing to just disagree. It's like, and it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean like that you're out to get me. It doesn't mean that you don't love me. It doesn't mean that we're not cool. It just means that we just see things differently, or something like that. That may be something, I don't know what that means. Agree to disagree comes out. And also see the Queen of Wands having more courage and confidence to show up and be themselves. Because I feel like once they get to that place, the Queen of Wands energy is funny. I feel like this person has like a really good personality. Even though these queens are different, this could be a friendship. The Queen of Cups versus the Queen of Wands, opposite ends of the spectrum, like fire and water. It's normally like what natural enemies, right? But I don't see that. I don't think the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups are enemies. I just think that they have different perspectives on how they see things. And when we connect with people who are a lot different than us, or seeming to be opposite of us, I feel like we learn more in the process. If you hang out with just people who are just like you, how can you grow and learn, right? So of course there's some resistance, some friction, some tension, but that just makes the relationship that much richer once you do kind of figure out what you're doing and where you're going. So, and I even see that reflected in the fire and the water with the Moonology cards. See? So, yeah, that's all I really got for you. Was I gonna do something else? I don't think so. No. That's it. I think their intuition is telling them that it's okay to trust you and it's okay to let their guard down. And I feel like the best thing that you can do for them is just to give them space and let them be them, and let them know that let them feel comfortable coming to you. And it's just being calm, cool, and collected, easy breezy. And I know you can do that. So yeah, that's all I got. That's my time. I'm done. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But I am gonna say this because I say it after every last one of my videos on my channel. So it would be weird if I didn't say it here. And I don't know even when I started doing this. It's been every video as far as I can remember at this point. But it's good advice. So it's probably one of the most insightful things that you're gonna get from me on my side. Okay? So just remember this: if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye. Nice to meet you. Ooh.